What's up guys, Mr.Oz here, and I thought I'd give you something a little different today. I'm going to start a series called How to Art. Now this is going to be a series based on my sort of interactions with how I learned how to draw and how I learned how to manipulate shapes and such. They didn't teach me these things in school. I learned them from watching other people draw. Because I went to an art school. I knew a lot of people in school who could draw really, really, really good. And when you watch people draw, you pick up on a few things. And since this is the first installment, I figured I'd start off simple and talk about lines. Now the definition of a line is a mark with greater length than width. It can be horizontal, vertical, diagonal, straight, or curved, thick or thin. And I figured I'd go ahead and show you. I mean, obviously you know what that's a line. That's a vertical, or that's a horizontal line. Sorry, I get those mixed up a lot. But this, a diagonal line, vertical line, straight line, curved line, those are pretty simple. But I think what makes a line most definitive is the way you can make it thick or thin. Like, that's a decent sized line. But if you turn up the thickness, or if you press down on the paper harder, you get a thicker line. And you can interact these lines to create things like textures and shapes. Like, that's obviously a square. And here, let me do another new, show you what I mean. I'll use a pencil too so that you can see it properly. Turn the thickness down. Like a great well, not really a great artist, but a decent artist told me that the best way to get comfortable using lines and drawing straight lines would be to just do this over and over again, like fill an entire page with it. It makes you more comfortable using lines and textures and not worrying about how good they look together or how straight it is, because none of that really matters. All what matters is that if you portray the image that you want them to see, like watch. Like you can totally see that curved line that I just made out of everything else, and this line too, because it's not matching with the texture. But we'll save texture for another video. Let me X this out and start a new one. Now there's a lot more to lines than just horizontal, diagonal, thick or thin. A line can introduce movement into an object. Like here, I'll start off with the circle. Looks like the circle's falling or the ball is falling. I'll do it again. I guess that kind of looks like it's spinning. I'm not the best at doing the motion lines. But yeah, a line can be used to represent movement. Like, say you drew a person, right? I'll draw a small person here. Now you can draw a rigid line down him, and it looks like he's shaking. In a sort. I mean, that's not really the best representation, because something that I forgot to talk about was how a line can change someone's emotion. Like, I drew a simple face here, and I was gonna show you what I mean. Like, the eyebrows are simple. Like, draw the eyebrows like that, it looks like a mean person. Or if I draw the eyebrows like this, it looks like an unsure person. Trying to draw a line right here, it looks like he's cringing or something. Lines play so much into emotion and contrast, and really the line is the basis for everything else in art. Doing it on paint and not with an actual pen, but lines can be used to represent movement. In geometry, they talk about a line being infinite, having no point of beginning or point of end, being infinite, or kind of like how art. art and a line are very similar, how they're both expand in infinite directions and cannot be defined by a single length. They're limitless. And that's my full circle. A line and art are both limitless, therefore they work together in tandem. Now I hope you learned something from this, and if you did, please be sure to leave a like. If you want to watch another one of these, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And be sure to share with your friends if they don't know how to draw. Maybe they could learn something from this. Well guys, peace out.